Andrew, another successful season, bookended by wins, both as an individual and as part of a team. So how satisfied were you with the 2025 season?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Probably my best season to date. And like you say, with a couple of wins in there, always good to have them.
The first win of the year was on familiar soil around your own track at Crail. So how special is it to win the Battle Trophy in front of friends and family and guys you know from the club?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously my home club, so you're going with a little bit of added pressure before it, but managed to win there, so that was a good way to start the year.
Is there different expectation when you're playing a course you know so well?
Yeah, just being around, being at home and having people there that kind of expect you to do well adds a little bit of pressure, I would suppose.
Well, you coped with that well, and then you headed off down to the Lytham Trophy down in Lancashire. You stepped up a level to play in a truly international field and finished tied third. So tell us about that week at Royal Lytham and just how good you felt about your performance.
Yeah, that was obviously different to the Battle Trophy, so you go down there with, well, I was obviously playing well at the time, but a little bit less expectation on the result. Managed to find myself in the lead with a few holes to go, and unfortunately just didn't have a very good finish, but overall it was an amazing week. Yeah, it was good.
And you're having to do all this golf and juggling family life and work life. I mean, how difficult is it to play at that top amateur level whilst dealing with real life?
Yeah, just lucky that my family and my wife and baby, they allow me just to get on with it. And yeah, it is tough at times. You don't get to do much practice, but just it kind of brings the expectation down. So I guess in that sense, it maybe frees you up a bit.
Does it help to sharpen your focus that when you do practice, you're doing it with a bit more purpose than you maybe otherwise would have done?
Yeah, because obviously, like, you've not got as much time, so when you are there, you try and just focus in and just do what you can with the time you have.
The two main men's amateur events in Scotland in 25, you were tied 14th at North Berwick in the Men's Open. A tricky course in windy conditions. What are your recollections of that event?
No, it was good. Played solid at North Berwick as well, but the scoring was pretty good. I had one round that I was going quite a few under par and could have shot a really low score, but played pretty well. Nothing special, but managed to have quite a good finish.
And then a quarter-final place at the men's amateur at Gullin. Still a burning ambition of yours to get your hands on that trophy?
Yeah, well, I suppose it will be. I've had a few I think quarter-final maybe the last few years. I played well there actually. I got beat by a good player. I didn't chuck away the match, so can't really complain. It's just match play, I suppose.
And team events played a big part in your year as well, playing for Scotland and also for Fife. Alongside young Finlay Galloway, you managed to win the men's area team championships. Is that a special week with guys that you've grown up with and know so well?
Yeah, I've played in a few area teams championships now and managed to win it a couple of times, so it's always nice to go away, finish the year off, and yeah, I only went up for the final, so that was nice of my teammates to allow that to happen. So say thanks to them for that.
And 2026 promises much. You're going to start the year with a nice little trip to South Africa while the rest of us are perishing here in Scottish winter. You're off to South Africa. How much are you looking forward to that?
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It was a nice opportunity to arise, so going to go out there for a week and enjoy some sun and see what the golf holds.
What are your ambitions for 26 and beyond? Do you still feel as if you've got that one big win, or maybe more than one big win in you?
Yeah, I suppose. I'll get into most of the big events again next year, so I'll try and play them and just hopefully have a good week one of the weeks and ends up with a trophy. That would be nice.
Well, you've won that trophy, the Scottish Golf Men's Order of Merit Champion for 25. Well played, Andrew.
Thanks a lot, appreciate it.